All right. And I am Nick, the Dungeon Master for today. I believe this is as good as we can get with it. So, we begin our adventure with you guys going into the seaport. You know, you guys are finding yourselves, being invited on one of the ships. You guys manhandled last session a pirate-looking woman.
Thief.
Yes, a thief who stole from you guys and is paying the price dearly of having to, force an introduction that is way above this person's pay grade here, per se. And yeah, that is where you guys are finding yourselves.
Does the ship have a name? I probably shouldn't have to cause a 5-minute delay.
No, you can ask that question. In fact, what better thing to bring it in than at this time we will bring in Jarlaxle.
What?
Dang, the NPC is here.
Take a seat, my friend.
Greetings.
Oh, snap.
Greetings, fellow travelers.
Greetings.
Nice to finally meet you.
Well, I assume you are here for a certain reason. Yes?
Yeah, we were just told to get in contact with you. I'm gonna hand you like a bag of holding and say don't.
Oh, now you've got my curiosity. You can't just give me a gift and tell me not open it.
Yeah, but we were sent to find you through Glintstone. I'm blanking on her first name, someone. And that would happen to be Toggle Pocket's prized possession. His the reward that he was going to give away at his tournament.
The poker tournament?
Yeah, at his poker tournament. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put this aside for just a moment because this is going to be of use for me later. But I have a proposition.
Okay.
See, you are amongst my guests. You're guests here, and I cannot just simply have no hospitality whatsoever. So, I'm sure you're familiar with, what is it, the finest ale, the finest drink in all of the land, the One-Eyed Jacks. Yes?
I'm not from here.
Oh, well, then this is going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect. Where's my nimble right?
Socks, have you ever heard of this?
Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
Okay.
At this time, a strange little robotic thing comes and, serves Jarlaxle,
Okay.
bringing like this, fine-looking wine that looks like it's, not even just wine, but also like extra fave.
Rounds for everyone, yes?
Absolutely.
I will not take no for an answer.
Absolutely. You don't have to twist my arm.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay.
Can I do an insight check on this?
Yes.
Yeah, wait to drink the wine. 21.
I'm like, oh yes, wine. I take it. I try and discreetly pour it. So I rolled 18 on my stealth check. I don't know what his passive perception is, but I'm like, oh yes, wine.
We just did that bit.
We did.
It didn't work. Just saying.
I rolled an 18. Let's see.
You roll an insight check, and you see that the welcoming is genuine.
Socks poured it back.
I'm just intently watching Socks. This whole
It's strong stuff.
Bottoms up.
Cheers.
It's a wonderful night.
Indeed.
It's crisp.
Good. So, now that we have the formalities out of the way, what can I do you for? There's something on the tip of your tongue.
I want to know if we've had any impact on the Xanathar Guild, or
Very confused.
well, I want to know more about your guys' organization and how maybe it opposes the Xanathar Guild.
Oh, the Xanathars. I had too much dealings with them currently and in the past, and for now, I would rather just enjoy my time off from dealing with such mercenaries.
It's an unfortunate time to be taking time off. They happen to be experiencing a moment of weakness. If you wanted to, crush them into the dirt, now may or may not be the appropriate time.
So you are a man of brute force, yes?
I prefer to read. Yeah, and I'm also not a man, but
Oh.
Just to give you an idea of the people around the table, this is a
Yeah.
female warlock.
Okay.
And this,
Wait,
go ahead.
Female wood elf.
Female
I'm
wood
a
elf.
human. I'm a female. I'm a human. That's all you know.
Yeah.
I'm a female and a human. That's the only information you have.
As far as all of us knows.
I'm a giant turtle.
Okay.
I'm a Tabaxi, big cat.
Oh, okay.
You see, the Xanathar Guild is in a moment of or a time of weakness, with their upper management in disarray.
There seems to be a coup within the guild.
Definitely some kind of power vacuum
Oh.
situation.
You wouldn't happen to have any hand in that, would you?
Absolutely
Us?
not.
We may or
Let
may not
me-
have been heavily involved.
No more
In
than
that.
you, seeing as the token we've just provided you was at your request through a proxy.
Yes, well, I am a bit of a collector. I enjoy my...
You guys got that in common.
Well, for some reason, the thing that comes to mind is tell us about yourself. We've heard you may or may not be planning some trips to the museum tomorrow.
Oh, the museum, there's a gala? Yes, it's actually quite the talk of the town right now. I have this very good friend, Dr. Danielle, and she is quite the quirky one. But unfortunately, like many of these people who are a little too smart for their own good, they kind of succumb to their own intelligence. And she seems to be under this illusion that there is, or this thinking that there's a certain artifact that is not quite of what it seems. Of course, no one believes her, and I, of course, can't believe her too, because what she proposes is quite extravagant. But as a collector myself, I do have interest in the museum. This Natural History Museum is actually quite a beautiful place. Not sure if you have visited there, but there's quite a lot of artifacts there that could be quite valuable to.
I'm glad that turtle this information is being shared.
Haven't had the pleasure of going there yet, but
Oh,
I have to say you may have marked it on our must-see places in Waterdeep.
yes. My cup is getting a little empty. Live around, please, Nimble, right?
The wooden construct that looks very puppet-like and very mechanical, pours more drink for Jarlaxle, and you guys are very fascinated. This construct seems like it's the size of a dwarf or a gnome, and it is almost like android-like, only it's made of
Like Pinocchio? Kind of?
Is that a mechanical doll of sort?
Oh, this is just something I've picked up. I've been all over the place in my fleet, and sometimes, like I said, as a collector, you just kind of stumble upon some wonders. And I do have to ask, are you interested in collection?
Of what quality and nature?
What do you
Well,
mean interested?
Well, what your interest may be is not really much of my concern. I do like to assist people in acquiring things that they desire.
Do you have anything that you desire in particular?
Oh, we all have things that we desire, but I have to ask, I'm sure all of you have something that things that can be real or imaginary. Anything that you desire can be real, and knowing the right people, of course.
Well, I'm in the market for quite a number of wonders.
And what is it that you desire?
Perhaps the name of the tailor cloak of yours.
Oh, that's good. That is a name that does not come out of one so easily.
It's maybe pride or made loose for the right task.
Indeed. I might be able to loosen my lips a bit, but I'm still quite thirsty. How about you all, yes?
Enough to drink.
Who takes another round?
Somebody have a cure poison?
So, Socks, you end up going down with Jarlaxle round for round, right? What is your reaction to that, too? And what is your reaction to them perhaps not taking further rounds with you?
I am going to assume that you want to stay of sharp mind, but I assure you everything is, you're in good company, and I would encourage you to partake. In fact, I am going to make it a demand. If you would like to seek my services, I need you to drink.
Another one?
I'm gonna try another.
All right.
I don't know. Would this be like a sleight of hand?
Sure, I mean,
might not be as good this time. It's not horrible. 14. So I'm like, okay, fine. And I try to. I don't know if that how that goes, but we'll see. I must say, I didn't expect you to be such a distinguished gentleman. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't someone as exquisite
Oh,
this.
well, I'm going to pretend that I'm not offended.
Okay.
I'm going to act like you meant that with the utmost respect.
Of course, nothing but.
you also noticed
You're
that
good.
his like sleight of hand wasn't quite good enough on your keen eye.
Splash some.
And that-
sorry.
And that Azalea, this humble female,
Sorry,
just
I'm a
humble
klutz.
female human, you know, has just been simply, you know, maybe
I
not partaking
Azalea, you got a little
as
bit of
much.
something.
With
Yeah. It's like, sorry, I'm so, I'm such a klutz. I'm so.
Oh, do not worry. We have plenty more where it came from. Please do not be shy.
Can I do an inside check? Why is he so insistent on us drinking this?
Draxle,
Go ahead.
Where I come from,
Horrible.
There's 2 reasons why somebody is so insistent getting folks to consume a lot of alcohol. One is to increase transparency between folks. Or 2, there's some devious. So, which side should we believe that you're on?
What do you
this
take me
topic?
for? You have come to see me.
Yes, we have come to see you with the interest of potentially aiding each other on right before the parade when the city's in chaos.
I don't have I threw away that shit.
And what way to escape from the chaos? Then a party, yes?
Now, neither of you guys have taken any of the drinks, huh?
I'm taking one.
You've taken one, and he's taken all.
I'm wondering
Sort
if I
of
can
been
use
doing-
like prestidigitation as my hand brings to make it disappear, or the alcohol dissolve like
Yeah,
evaporates.
sure.
That's what I've been doing then the whole time, with each welcomely accepted glass.
I'm just imagining a turn.
Massive.
Socks has been fooled by everybody else and thinks that everybody else has been drinking along with him.
Yes.
It's like, this is good stuff, right, guys?
With that, you know, even adjust some of your role play, because with the drinking, it does sort of predestine you a little bit to just liking all the company around you and just feeling like everyone is maybe not just more charismatic than they actually, you know, you kind of feel like all of your, especially if you've drunk in 3, feels
You're
like
extra
It's
chill.
like, this is my best friend, guys.
Feels like this guy's great. We can totally trust him.
I already felt that way.
Obviously.
Socks does not have trust issues. He has
Yes.
the opposite of trust issues.
Yes. So also those who have been taking a little bit of drinks adjust your suspicion levels to almost be a little bit more on that friendly side, of things.
Another.
I noticed Socks is now amiability, so I adjust to comp for my fake drinking. You don't see that.
I rolled an Arcana check, 21. Do I notice any kind of magic or something coming? Like, I know, is there like a spell?
This is just really strong alcohol.
You notice that there's nothing major.
Okay.
With your Arcana check, you're not sensing anything necrotic. You're not sensing anything truly poisonous or terrible, but you are sensing a slight bit of fey magic.
Okay.
But that's like
That was
the
already
bomb. That's like the
established.
vintage, right?
What was that?
That's like the vintage. It's like the type of alcohol it is.
A little touch of fey, which is almost like a little bit of fairy magic to it. Magic that has to do with,
It's like wild magic almost, right?
almost like charm, love potions, those types of things, but not very strong. It's nothing that's really like emanating arcana.
We know that Draxel's been drinking too.
Yeah.
I'm almost at his level.
In addition to noticing
All right.
Draxel's been drinking the whole time, you notice that Draxel has not only an eye patch, but he has an earring, and he has bracers, and he has a cloak on him as well. Draxel's adorned in seemingly all of this clothing, and in fact, the wine Arcana check has been foreshadowed by the bright brilliance of all the Arcana that is going on in Draxel
flamed out.
from hat to boots. Like all the way, every single part of him seems to be, if it isn't magical, he's not wearing it.
Damn.
Right.
Can I roll an insight or perception on any like funny body movement or like what's he armed with? Is there any like
You as a fighter, go ahead.
12?
Oh, that's pretty good because
Is it on?
even the average fighter knows when things are tense and relaxed.
For perception, so 15.
He seems like you have seen no tension. There's been no like quick draws or no like I need to like be protective or defensive or ready to draw. It seems like he's extremely relaxed. In fact, almost too relaxed.
Is he the
Suspicious.
only one? Is he the only one in the room?
Yeah.
Is he the only one in the room besides
Is
the
he
robot?
even in the room?
He's the only one in the room besides the robot. There was
Is
the
a robot. Okay.
or besides the nimble right, we'll say. This kind of wooden robot thing.
Can I see what kind of weapons he has?
Is she still in the room with
We've
us?
been bluntly honest with some folks, but Draxel, for some reason, we're extra on edge for some
Whoa.
reason. I think we should just.
Because
You-
he's happy to see us. What do you mean?
Let me
He's
see.
being really nice.
You end up noticing any types of weapons, and you don't really notice, too much weapons. You just notice that it's strange because it seems like there's almost a lack of weapons on him.
Okay.
It seems like you notice that there's feathers in his cap, and you notice that there's rings around his fingers, and you notice that there's bracers around his arms. You do know that at his side there looks like there's a small wand. So there might be something with that, but
It's just in my nature. It's not that I don't trust it. It's just trying to get as much
Ocular
info as I
pat
can. The ocular pat down.
yes. But other than the small wand at his side, you're not really noticing a lot of weapons on him, although he is quite adorned.
Don't do it.
Well, it seems like. Are you gonna say something?
Huh?
And anything Draxel even wants to say to them, or anything you're curious about them about.
How is it that you've been anticipating us? What makes us such a warm party of welcome?
Oh, well, to put it bluntly, your party is quite loud.
Told you.
Quite loud. It's almost impossible to at least miss some of your exploits. And, well, word travels very quickly and far, and I've been quite eager to see amongst you. And on top of that, because you are so loud and but effective, I do have a bit of interest in you. I have a, let's say, I like to assist people in getting what they want. There's something that you.
Oh
Man
yeah.
that deals in favor.
Well, that is open to discussion, of course. We can put the price on the table, but I'm a bit more of trade and barter.
You know what,
Service for
Jarlaxle?
service.
I like you. And I'm gonna let you in on a little something that we don't tell most people. We're working for a time magic wizard in Candlekeep. And our adventures brought us here because the lady in the prison,
Correct.
right? And I think we caused a lot of trouble on the way.
We've done things out of order. We were supposed to get in contact with you to learn a quick and efficient way to get into the casino. We may or may not have done that on our own. So this visit was just to give you a status update. We are working with Glintstone. And we may or may not also be toppling the Xanathar Guild. I was just curious to see how you'd respond to the news, the opportunity. But it seems like
Which
we
opportunity
brought-
is this, guys?
the opportunity to,
We're trying to
destroy
separate-
the Xanathar
We're
Guild.
trying to separate Nihilor and Amirgo
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the Xanathar isn't coming back.
So one of his rival, sort of, the underground crime lord, that you guys are sort of, that he doesn't get along with very well.
Yes, all we have to go
But
on
I believe
are
you
rumors.
do have an.
We would like to forge a relationship between our while we are in the process of not just overthrowing the Xanathar group, like to instill ourselves and allow both parties to flourish greatly.
I think
At
that's more
this
his
point, I'm
thing.
just
He's
pulling
a
out my-
crime. He's
I'm
a
pulling
crime.
out my Xanathar eye, going, what she's trying to say is, we've created a void.
And this void could benefit both parties.
With
Everybody
everything
make a
that's
quick
going
roll.
And
A roll for what?
so
In this case,
just
lower
died.
numbers are better.
we just
What
died
are we
anyway.
rolling for?
Oh, a 9.
15?
Then
This dice is
Is
blessed.
this like
with
is this a skill or is it just a random roll?
Oh, perception?
Oh, perception.
damn.
a lower is better in
13.
perception.
20.
4.
So can I -3?
Oh, is it minus the percent? What do you want us to do, Nick?
Oh man. Ooh.
A little
That was-
too
that was-
strong,
that was a
turtle.
trump card.
Like.
I don't know. What
You just told them we were working for a time wizard. I was matching the energy.
We don't know which side of this. It's all good. I think we're
Okay.
drunk enough to just pull random tentacle eyes out of our bags.
I'm the only person who's not used by.
I'm
Why did
not
I
drunk.
think
I
you-
was matching
Yeah,
the energy.
Yeah, I guess.
I have a negative, I don't know.
No, you should
Okay.
have a lot of.
Anybody who had a perception roll of 15 or more,
Jesus Christ.
Listening.
ends up, catching a glance of the beholder eye that was brought out, and ends up getting sort of this feeling of sickness.
Mine's the paralyzing stock.
I don't remember what mine was anymore.
Yes.
Well,
Or maybe I did.
I have a 9, so
I have a 4, which is horrendous. But I guess
So
in this
I'm
case, that's
drunk
good.
enough to not even look when she does it.
Wait, do we get minuses for being drunk?
Yes. So that actually checks out. So then you can have less perception for not,
I'm again just scanning to see if so. Did somebody get 6?
I think we all rolled below.
Well, I rolled a 4, but I also rolled a Arcana
Paralysis.
check to
I'm sorry.
see if
What were Jarlaxle? Is he fine? But all his Arcana swag, dripping all that Arcana
I hope
swag.
I have like some protection.
Okay. Yeah, so basically,
You can't just whip that out.
I mean, it's not like we're at elementary school.
That's like funny. Like I'm imagining someone like transitioning to a guy, like they just got like a dick. No, you can't do.
Everybody in the room gets sick. Everybody whipped out.
So then-
hilarious premise.
whoever is like, actually saw it and had the higher perception, you guys are sort of paralyzed for a little bit here.
It's just her.
I'm just like.
You end up whipping it out and like freezing. You're the only one with more than 15 in the
Yeah,
perception.
so basically, no, plus 5. So it's like we created a void.
I'd like to put my bag just over it.
Are you pausing for dramatic effect?
Are you sure you can hold your liquor? Is that what?
So
The
Turtles are
strange thing
cold-blooded.
with Jarlaxle is you see him. He has an eye patch over one eye, and the strange thing is he closes the other eye that doesn't have the eye patch over it, but he seems to still be able to talk and see, even though he has an eye patch over this eye, but he's like closing the other eye.
magic eye.
Well, that is an interesting turn of events.
Yeah, I don't know what she was doing.
That was a lot of information.
You, Draxel, still know that that's a paralyzing thing. You can warn them or do whatever you want.
I put my bag over it.
I rolled a 25. I was trying to see what happened in Turtle for Narcana. I'm assuming it was magic. If it came from an item or.
I mean, by very nature of trying to inspect it,
Yeah.
you get paralyzed as well.
That's tough.
I know. But do I at least know what it is?
You do know what it is. It's one of the beholder stocks. The paralyzing ray that you guys chopped off of the beholder.
We each took an eye.
He also has one? Is what
No,
it is?
no.
She whipped it out.
I understand she ripped it out, but I'm not looking at that.
He's immune, essentially.
I'm looking
and
at-
can still see it with no
Oh.
eye.
at like I'm aware she's frozen. But
Oh,
I
yes.
don't know why. I'm trying to find out why she got frozen.
His eye, you end up finding, is in the transmutation school of magic, or his
Okay.
eye patch. You like
Oh,
do,
so I know something happened with the eye patch.
Yeah.
Okay.
and you like know that the eye patch seems to have some sort of transmutation magic, in the same way that glasses of dark vision seeing can
Okay, gotcha.
transform your abilities. It's
Gotcha.
an ability sort of funneling magic is what you're gathering from his eye patch.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up and get real close to it, and then I'm gonna put on your shoulder like this, because I'm curious. I'm real curious of that. That piques my interest.
Oh, the eyeball.
I'm just like, fuck. Can I move my eyes? Can I just follow you with my eyes?
Yes.
We each have
It's
one.
like sleep paralysis. You can only move your eyes, and we'll go your
Oh,
tongue.
that's the worst.
You can move your eyes, and with a Constitution saving throw, you can make out a few words.
No, she get.
Oh, drool.
Now, you say you've created a void, power vacuum, if you will.
Yeah.
Yes? And there is a lot of power to be had. Now, this does create an opportunity, but we will need to cooperate if we were to actually make this happen.
After 1 minute passes, she finds herself able to move again.
Though I will say I am impressed that you are able to wield that
Ready to put that
artifact.
bag in your bag?
So since you're able to acquire such powerful artifacts and not just simply collapse in death, you survived, I am impressed. I have a proposition. There are even more powerful but more valuable things that I would like to add to my collection. And I would need some assistance in acquiring it, but This might be a little bit out of your comfort zone because this might need to be a little bit more on the.
I was about to say, sir, we don't have a comfort zone.
Our only weakness.
The cat can't come.
I'm sure.
I don't want to say that we're
Should've been writing this.
disinterested in your proposition. It's just
Pause.
time is a bit
The gal
not on our
grab
side
pause.
at the moment. When would this favor have to be accomplished?
Oh, at the gala.
Tomorrow. I
The-
see.
Yes,
I see.
yes. It is actually really good timing that you come here at this time because at the gala there are what do they call this? The Murkner Stone. Have you seen this
Murderer Stone?
Murkner Stone? Yeah.
Murderer?
The doctor, Dr. Denell. Yes.
So that if you
Tortle may have, I don't know. You've been up here collecting information. Do you know anything about. You can move now, yeah, right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you know anything about this Murs? You've also been up here, but
then
I imagine.
Yeah, no, I have been about my business, Azalea. Trading in my own fine collection.
Okay.
just gathering friends.
Well, I think we can help each other. But now I do have to ask a little bit more detail as to what is it that you want out of this deal?
I just want to put a bow on this situation. We have business to attend to in the town of Candleport.
Oh, come on. Tell me you have to have some type of dream, some type of physical thing that you want.
Physical. Well, I have been looking around for. You seem to be a man of magic yourself. I've been looking for a wand of something of that nature for myself to help me channel my arcane abilities.
Interesting.
I've been, on the lookout for that, but time just hasn't been. I haven't been able to make my way back to Candlekeep with the events that have been going on around here.
Okay, a wand for you and for you, ma'am.
Oh, and one more thing. Glitstone also did mention something about a tattoo. I don't know quite much about that, but seems to do much use. Tattoo seems to be of much use for them, so I don't know. Maybe.
This won't be much use to you right now. But I'm more interested in the physical things that I can give you
Okay.
right now.
Yes, well then, a wand, a specific certain wand would be quite helpful.
Okay, a wand for the lady, for you.
What I desire is not discussed.
No. We cannot. In order for me to go through with this, I need to know exactly what is going to be exchanged.
You see,
I will
Jarlaxle,
need a-
Amma deals
I will
in
need a favor from you
power and favors.
when that time comes.
Interesting. Okay. I like your thinking. I did say it was a man of trade and barter. We can help each other out another time. But I can only give one.
We would probably only need one, and the next time, I'll get you back for something.
Interesting. Okay.
That's the
For
one
you?
who destroyed.
I also enjoy. I'd like a
Access to what?
ease of access.
Oh, something to make it a little bit more convenient for you to acquire what you want.
Render me imperceptible.
I think I know just the thing. Might be quite possible.
One could say, I want nothing more other than the clothes on your back.
Very good. Yes. Okay, we might be able to negotiate terms, but for the clothes that I wear, there is really no price for them. So this deal that we're going to make is going to be quite beneficial for both of us.
At your service. For a cloak as fine as that, it is precisely the artifact.
Okay, and for you, sir?
I want a pony?
Like 50 diamonds.
That can be arranged. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
You're just printing scripts?
No. Just like possible.
Like these are the
things.
possible responses.
So, in order for us to go through with this deal, we will need to we'll need to bring someone else in. For I do not have all of the information in order to get this job done, but it's a job that has to be done. And as you said, time is of the essence. So I have a friend, a map maker.
We've heard of him.
I'm
I'm
glad.
assuming you're talking of Zorba.
Small world we lived in. This map maker is quite good at, well, giving us all the information we need to get the job done. So we will need to include him, so that's the way we can, well, you'll have to scout out the location, because at this gala tomorrow, there is an artifact that my eyes have been on. So, how are they going to, do I have the map already?
Yeah, but you can use it as a reference even to draw them a reference, or if you even want, depending, you can even give them like a little bit of this as the map that you have on hand, you know, because you guys have been plotting this for a while, you know.
That playing card that I gave you took up some of our resources. Would you happen to have, say, a portable hole that we can get in exchange for that bag?
I have something better.
Ooh.
I actually know exactly what I'm going to do.
It's okay, I can help you out with that. I believe you have a bag
Maybe
of
I
holding
should
that you're going
request
to
a
give
bag
them.
of holding instead of a favor.
Whoa, no.
That would have been a good request.
Oh no, I would have.
But no,
What win? Oh, you could actually.
Okay.
Sure,
I think that works better.
sure. Okay, it's
Okay.
your Jarlaxle, so
So, I have a companion that will be quite useful to you in your adventures. My nimble right here.
Oh.
He is
Okay.
sworn to carry your burdens.
the nibble right demonstrates a little bit of combat finesse with a sword. You know, doesn't say anything, is just completely silent.
It's like I was looking more for storage. I was looking for like a vacuum function or something.
And yes, I believe we can come to a deal. Now, as my memory serves correctly, the layout of this place tomorrow, there are some nooks and crannies, and by my memory, the Merkmere Stone is housed on the second floor of the Natural History. So,
Do you have another marker left?
did your
Yeah,
guest
sure. Use this one.
did your guest come in? Did you call in? I'm assuming, was it Zorbeck you were calling in? Because you were saying you needed to.
second floor of what?
the Natural History Museum. Now, I only have just a vague idea of how this is, so you might have to visit him to get the full layout.
Okay, so he's not here right now. Okay.
But from my understanding of the layout of this place, the stone is housed on the east wing of the museum. Now, there is lots of security. They will have it nice, kept in tight with spells of alarm nature. They will have some statues that may seem inanimate at first, but they are indeed very much alive. So I will advise very much caution. And this is why a nimble right might come in handy to give yourself a little bit extra hand on this matter.
I tip my hat and go, and I'm gonna turn into the dragonborn with the royal regalia thing I've got going on. And I was like, and what if we just walk right in the front door?
Well, you could do that, but I will have to warn you.
So I've changed my form. I'm decorated in what I'm hoping emulates as close to finery as you're in. And what I'm pitching is we go in as nobility.
That is it's a possible route. Again, I will leave this to you how you see fit to be the most successful in this quest. But all that I care about is that the stone returns to.
What are there certain times where this stone will be displayed? What's the best? Do you have an idea of what the best time to approach?
For that, I will have to defer to Dr. Donnell. Now, as I said before, Dr. Donnell is, she's very smart, very good at what she does. She discovered this stone, but this obsession with this object has driven her quite mad, and even her colleagues don't even trust what she say. And I will
That doesn't sound
advise you to take what she says with a grain of salt. She has some delusions that this stone is not what it appears to be, and well, I wouldn't listen too much. I mean, she got kicked out of her job because of this. So people with the obsession.
So your robot friend here, does he have a compartment or something to put the stone in? Because it really sounds like just I've been around the block a couple of times, and from what I'm hearing so far, doesn't seem like we should be in spitting distance of the stone. It seems like something that should be sealed away in like another dimension or something like that.
Do not
like
worry.
a pocket one of sorts.
He'll keep it quite safe for when it comes back to me. There will be no problems. But as long as he is unharmed. So
How is it that you, for what reason do you have such fancy for defective artifact?
Oh, defective it is not. Valuable it is.
By what measure?
Well, there is value attributed to everything based off of, well, your own perspective. Some people perceive things to be more valuable than others, and in certain circles, it is worth more than its weight in gold. Well, why anything? As long as you get what you want and I get what I want, then we are both good.
Even with a passive.
I gotta say, I trust him.
Yeah, for real. I was actually thinking like this kind of thing is the reason he got his soul stuck in
Like,
it.
I was just about to say, like, yes, Sasha, this is why the same way you trusted the witch with the soul vacuum.
With the soul vacuum.
Okay.
With the soul vacuum.
Just listen, because I still trust you more. But I think he's a solid guy.
I mean, to be fair, last time he did fail upwards.
It's feline agility.
Does the name L'Oreal ring a...
L'Oreal, oh yes. Had a bit of history there. Silverhand. There's a bit of history there, but the past is the past. I'm focused on the future.
Information tells me that.
Oh, yes. The history has a way of repeating itself, as they say, and I, for one, am
It's
trying
fucking
to
time
avoid.
magic. He wants time magic. I don't want to do this.
What's your reaction to her outburst, Jarlaxle?
Oh, well,
Completely ignores it.
yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that comment. is what's going on. In fact, I'm just going to take a long sip of my very long, slow sip.
Okay, well,
Because I hear that you would like to, you need the stone to gain it.
Now, where did you hear that preposterous idea from?
What in the grapevines at the moment?
Oh, yes, the birds have a way of talking, but often it is just talk. Now, there is, as you said, a vacuum with them. There is chaos erupting, and of course, it would be foolish for me to not try to take advantage of this.
Yeah, I think he's trying to. Okay, and thieves can't. I think he's trying to take advantage of us as
yes,
small
a thief got
guys.
in front of a thief.
I mean, it's more even to myself. I'm just laughing out loud to myself in frustration. Like, I don't like this at all. This guy is just trying to get us to take the fall for some kind
That's
of
literally what it
shenanigans.
sounds like.
What do you mean? This is a full real plan. He's drawing us a map.
Yes, indeed. Now, as you can see, I have a very vague memory of how exactly it works, but you'll have the entrance here, and then you'll have some exhibits. They'll be quite boring. You won't have to really engage with them. I believe there was a dinosaur or something around here. You have to look out for. I don't know if that one's going to come to life during the night, so you might have to keep an eye out for that. But you want to make your ways to the
Invisible.
Is it going to
stairs.
feel the room?
Which you
Or?
go into
Just
the
every,
second floor.
Yeah, just like every
and
service, like
Your
or anything.
prize will be here
There is.
on the east wing. That is pretty
My,
much
my
the-
suspicion is so high right now.
Are there any sewer lines that run them?
There is an underground And there are vents. There are definitely. Do you remember some escape vents in which you can navigate, perhaps without interference? That might be more useful, especially someone as nimble as my friend here.
I'm nimble.
Sounds like
We
I've
just
seen
finished
plenty of
filming from our
movies
last
to know
one.
where this is going. There's at least 2 betrayals.
Listen, I'll tell you.
I forget. Y'all don't watch movies in this
Okay. You're finding that in like various places.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Is this how many?
Thanks.
This museum is it 2
I
stories,
mean, I'm
3
looking
stories?
at him.
To my memory, it is 2 stories, but you will have to confer. My mapmaker or even Dr. Donnell might be a little bit more insight as to the layout of the museum. She has spent quite.
Would Dr. Donnell appreciate this stone?
Well, it won't be leaving her possession. She wants more than anything to remove it from the museum.
Oh.
That's why she got fired in the first place. She tried to steal it herself and was unsuccessful. So she will be more than happy to assist you.
Would you mind telling us how she was unsuccessful? It might help us
I'm
to
sorry.
be
What
successful.
was
She
unsuccessful?
is,
Donnell
well, she
was
tried
trying
to
to take the
steal it
stone.
for herself.
Oh.
But she is not a professionalist like you are.
Oh, well.
And she got caught immediately.
Azalea has her book out and she's just writing as what Jarlaxle talks. Just
There we
writing
go.
notes to herself and no one else. Of any-
So visually, no idea.
Brr, brr, brr. Secrets are no fun.
Okay, neither.
I wish there was a way for us to communicate telepathically.
Hey,
If only somebody wrote our names in the
as you say
book.
that, you see like blood like right up here, like in a book. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. What was that? What was that? Oh. So I thought that you and Goodstone were good friends. You don't seem to be too interested in their whereabouts. You just kind of brushed right over that. Did something happen?
Yeah, there was a bit of a falling out, you could say. But
Oh, we weren't communicating any of that.
So we're on a fool's errand.
but it will be worth it.
To whom?
Well, to all of you, I will give you absolutely everything you ask for. You do want that cloak, though.
you sure you're not gonna get us caught?
That's an 18.
It seems like one of those like, oh my gosh, this is.
That's an 18. Do I buy it? Are you really gonna give me the cloak?
Oh, my word.
That was an 18, Nick.
Socks isn't buying what you're selling, Jarlaxle. This is some.
You're of the
this is-
pirate background, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you know that pirates have a way of making promises and then moving to a new location.
We all have a boat.
I also some sailing background, and I'm just saying to Jarlaxle, like, I don't actually buy what you're selling, bro. I love you. I think you're a great guy.
Here, have another drink.
No, I trust you completely. I just don't buy what you're selling. It doesn't. Coming from another sailor, like it's just not.
He's
adding
not
up.
a sailor, by the way.
Everybody's too honest at this table right now.
I
Tell you what,
stole a
tell you
boat.
what,
You guys know.
I will sweeten the pot for you.
You don't expect us to make it out, man.
Well, if you don't make it out, then I don't get what I want.
Yeah, but
But now, when you get what you want,
it's not gonna matter what we want anymore by the way that you're selling it. Because as soon as you get what you want, how do we know all hell doesn't break loose? And that's, I mean, you're not gonna honor your contract if you have unlimited power.
Well, I'll,
Come on, man, don't be
Verbatim.
straight with
it doesn't have to be verbatim. Word for word, it sounds like a drunk.
It does. This, I believe, is the most genuine interaction we've had the whole campaign. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, man, like I said, I'm not saying I don't trust you. I know you gotta look out for numero uno, but just what I said, like, obviously, if we get you some item of obscene power, there's no real.
There's no power to this item. It's simply value.
The power is in the bed. Go on, you're doing great.
What?
When meeting with some of these
Value,
folks
power.
that you suggest we meet up with scouting, to expedite them trusting us to get, do you have a sigil in order to cut to the chase so we don't have to go back and forth?
Yes, there is a sigil, a symbol that I can give you so that they know that you are for real and sent from me.
Is that you never heard of a murmur stone?
I can't even tell you're roleplaying it.
I was like
There's an
almost
enemy.
1, 2, 3, like smoking gunpowder, boom.
I don't know. Let me check my memory.
The brigands are also known as the GS.
Yeah, so there is.
I definitely have not. In fact, my knowledge of it is so bad that I think I don't know.
You think you have heard of the murmur stone?
I think it was used as a street light one time. I remember hearing something about that in a book. It was
So I
what's
tell you what,
used
I
as a
will,
street light.
I will supply you with some gunpowder that my gunslingers use, and that will be a token of my.
Do you have a gun?
I can use gunpowder.
Well, we
I can always use gunpowder.
We have
Or
a
what's
friend
going
who's
on.
a pyromaniac that we run into
But-
every now and again.
but-
I don't think any of us.
The gunpowder,
I
is
guess
that going to
I
suddenly
do.
allow us to be like, hey, Zorvac, Jarlaxle
I
sees
mean,
us.
maybe it's we're on speaking terms.
Oh!
If I have crossbow, does crossbow proficiency equate to
How much gunpowder is this we're
handgun?
talking about?
It's like a
proficiency?
different.
Well,
thing.
it's
Sure.
not a weapon, isn't it?
Okay, well, DM says.
If I could get a gun
I will.
along with the gunpowder and maybe a couple
So-
bullets,
I'm not
Why?
trying to make something.
You know
or
what?
another
I
to
think
help
that's a
us with
fair
this
request.
heist.
I could.
I think that's a fair request. I could give you.
I could get
bits
good at
of
those
weapons.
real quick.
Yeah. I have no problem
A
with
pair of.
Are you expecting to?
I think I just need one, right?
Tell me, do you have any political connections?
You don't want two
Oh,
hands?
politics.
Oh,
you
can do
that
the
is
extra attack,
not in
maybe.
my interest at all. I simply just want what is best for me and my crew, and to put on a good show.
Wait, backtracking. How much gunpowder did you give me?
Through and through.
I guess the satchel's worth. Castellantos.
It's like, yes, I do. Apparently, I do have time.
On
I
second
have forgot
thoughts,
Why I suddenly remembered.
I've had a few drinks. I do apologize.
Well, that's for you to know, and maybe you don't want to. Because you remember what I was telling about them, right? So whatever you want to divulge in terms of that, or don't divulge in terms of that.
Yes, well, like I said, I've had a few drinks. I could actually use another one. What about you? Yes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's actually getting about time for me to head back to the manor.
Oh, one for the road.
Fuck it, I'll take one.
Yeah, that's
I'll
the
take
spirit.
one.
That's the spirit. Nimble
I-
Rights, please. On your way out, please serve them another round.
Well, I don't know if they're leaving.
The nimble right,
I'll take another.
finishes the last of the bottle on Azalea, and when the Tabaxi asks for another, the nimble right sort of looks to you like, should we do a new bottle?
Yes.
The nimble right simply just hands the bottle to
Oh
Socks.
God!
So the discretion of opening it or keeping it or doing whatever you will with it is yours.
That is a road beer.
Especially you guys now knowing the sort of extra.
I'm gonna do a
effects.
history
It's-
check.
it's
are there
good,
public
'cause I don't have to
intoxication
drive.
laws in Waterdeep?
Because I got a magic carpet.
There are
There
not.
you go.
Okay.
There are not.
With an eye, I don't know if that's true or not.
He's just sleeping in it, floating.
Are we going back to Troll Skull?
Didn't we? Oh, that she's not with us. Sasha's character. Disregard that. Yes, we need to prepare for the morning.
You might be interested in
Again,
what their
you don't have
preparations
to-
or plans are.
For the heist?
Wait, so we're not.
We'll talk later.
Now, is there anything that you might feel like you need in order to accomplish this mission? I know I will be supplying you with
Two
a
pistols
weapon.
and some
Oh, you
gunpowder.
have two now? Okay. Yeah.
Well, I can use two at once.
Perfect. Okay. I can give you a gun and some gunpowder. Yes.
Perhaps a pair of fine gloves of thieving to better remove your item without.
Yes, you will need to handle it with care. Anything that you think would be useful in this quest?
As like you ask the artificer, he just pulls out a notepad with like a list. He's like,
If we're doing
as if
shopping
it's
lists right now.
Santa like asking for.
Things we needed last time.
If you don't have a portable hold, you at least have a bag of holding to replace the one that I just gave you.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. I do have a little something that can help you out. I will have my number right fetch that for you.
I greatly appreciate it.
The nimble right, fetches a bag of holding, and just kind of sticks near you. Almost like you guys are like almost the new masters, only it's always seemingly trumped by Jarlaxle. Even though the nimble right's like awaiting orders from you, the nimble right still takes orders from Jarlaxle if like you're not giving orders or whatnot.
Yeah, I'm imagining like a small wooden. I don't know, my brain wants to say R2D2, but not really.
It is almost like R2.
I am imagining it communicates in
Speaking
beeps and
of,
boops for some reason.
Is that a telepathic takes the orders of, or is that because R2D2 fires shots?
Well, we've been told that if he's armed with a weapon, he can't consume things, so we need to not have him do combat things.
Yeah, but can he like wooden puppet you to death if Jarlaxle from his ship is like, I'm done with them?
Oh. I communicate to Socks, like, Socks, does this thing look menacing? Oh, God. I hear voices in my head.
Oh my god.
Downright adorable.
Oh.
Do you have a smithing tool kit or a masonry kit?
What would you need that for? Oh, okay. There might be something in my treasure trove that might be able to assist you.
You perhaps know a guy that can get it
And potentially
Yes.
a forgery.
by the name of.
If you're going to say Schemo, don't say it.
We burned that bridge.
How do you do that, though?
It's more like how he burnt the bridge with us.
Oh, well,
Hence,
then
we're not doing business with him.
we might have to come up with an alternative then, because he's, for all intents and purposes, the guy.
The very overpriced guy. Yeah, so I
Yes.
don't know if you guys
I
have
mean,
anything
as
to
long
wrap
as
up
if we get the
here.
sigil, then
Would you be willing to write your name in this book so I can get in contact with you? In case we have any questions while we're...
This isn't the death
I get bad vibes from that.
That's how I communicate with folks who are...
They're just a
What would be the
normal
best
human.
way?
Just a normal human.
What would be the best way for us to communicate with you once the job is done?
My book...
Once the job is done, you would just simply return to me, where we are now. I will keep my ship here docked for 48 hours.
Pretty interesting.
I'm still holding my book out open. I'm trying to think what other names do I have in there?
Oh, I signed it.
You see,
I signed it
The,
apparently.
the nimble right points to a poster, on the wall that says the Founders Day, which is
Founders Day parade, right? Or no.
but it looks like there's a Founders Day, gold offering ceremony.
what kind of a scam is that?
Where? When?
And it seems like as you read it, like, this is the day where we offer, the gold into the ocean, almost like a wishing well type of thing, where it's basically like the gold you give is like we're told even more for your generosity. Yeah.
When is this day?
This is not the day that all the galas are happening, but the day after.
There's a lot of events happening in this city back to back.
I can hold my breath for an hour.
I was about to ask, is the nimble water resistant?
This actually,
And up to
so
how-
We're the broke ones. We're the ones who have no money. You have
Jarlaxle probably has some kind of capture device under the water and then set sail tomorrow after the
48 hours.
No,
That's why he's trying to leave at a very particular.
It's
48
on
hours.
his bedroom.
It's like I'm leaving in exactly 47 hours and 55 minutes.
Check poster.
I'll be
Yes.
the one who's like already cased the place, and he's like, now the second floor has the museum exhibits, and
Jarlaxle's multitasking.
Exactly. Gold trades easier than artifacts. So wait, are these items you're giving us prior to our mission?
Yes, I'm giving you them now. So you're leaving with your hands full.
Okay.
My shell is basically rattling with like things.
So then now you guys don't have you're gonna get your goods.
I don't think you've been
I told
keeping
you I trust him.
attention if you think you don't need to be worried. I don't think you're paying
No,
attention to
The
The
favor that,
shiny in the
the
room
favor that
is-
I'm gonna need for sometime tomorrow is you're gonna depend on us finishing in time to get the favors. And since my favor is post heist to
pre-departure.
be get a short end of this deal.
Very time sensitive.
I also have a time limit on a thing but I can take care of that
The
tonight.
gala, right?
No, the editorial.
That's right. You were given sort of a little bit of a thing. In fact, I think Jarlaxle is very interested in that going well as well.
Oh,
Yes, you gloves.
I have my gloves, Nick.
You have your gloves of thievery.
Yes. Yeah. So I guess I turned to Amma. I'm like, I must deliver this editorial
Yeah, and
revealing the information of the Castle Lantern, so I can
Yes.
finish getting
Let's go do
tattoo.
that.
And you overhear this, then make.
Information against the Castle Lantern.
I must have this printed by the Waterdeep Wazoo.
Waterdeep Wazoo. I didn't know such a reputable org.
Well, good thing we have a flying carpet.
Is there any way you could grease the wheels on such an excursion?
Perhaps, but I will need to see some progress made on the mission for tomorrow.
The timeline on this is proceeding tomorrow, so that it is published by the time the parade is in motion, so that when evening comes, the town is fully aware of all
Interesting.
events.
Well, this deal's starting to be a bit more one-sided, but I can make an exception.
One-sided. You think you're the only one who has us under contract?
It needs to be done before the parade.
Turtle of Pride. I will get it done before the parade, but
Does it have to be done through that publication, or it just
yeah,
needs
it has to be
like,
through the
like-
Waterdeep Wazoo. But the place is right by our place.
Okay.
By
Because I was
Trollskull.
thinking like there could be a workaround for us to do the way
I
of
know.
World War was it World War One where the planes flew over dropping a pamphlet.
It had. I mean, I was told
Okay.
told a very specific
Okay,
thing.
if it's specific, then never mind. They're gonna be difficult.
I don't
to
think it
spread
would be
propaganda.
difficult.
Glintstone reiterates that I asked for your services. She asked me to assure you that anything you do to set her free will not deal with your more legitimate endeavors.
That
She has
will-
not given any information about you.
Well, we all have our secrets.
See. Oh,
But
I suppose
perhaps
I've done all the way. Oh.
Maybe over dinner? After you complete your mission, then I
Right.
might be a bit more able to divulge more information.
Happy to hear that. Thank you.
But as before, this is of utmost importance. So you complete this, and then there'll be a lot more opportunities for you.
Wait, we don't need to sign some kind of like soul contract, do we? Looks at you,
I've already
recalling
left.
Xander.
I've already left.
Anyways,
I've already
you
left.
should
I'm gone
probably,
already.
Azalea just like turns, leaves the room. You're just
discuss.
Of course, don't forget the nimble Rex. He's going with you.
Yes.
He's already here with me. I already have him. He's already
Pick
with
him
me.
up and
Can I like what do I have? Do I have Arcana? Can I do an Arcana check on this nimble? Just does it have like an observation thing? Is it surveilling us? Can it
Go
turn
ahead
on
and do
us?
a surveillance, or I mean, a Arcana check.
18.
More like an insight.
Oh, and it's
Insight's also 18.
okay. Let me see. You do see that like there's mechanical and arcanical, you know, and from the arcane,
It's like an arcane.
I need 3 more levels. I can take.
you do seem that there's like some sort of
Well, if
Yeah,
he hadn't
then we have to
if he hadn't
negotiate
scrimped
with
me out of resurrection diamonds.
A,
Yeah.
a diamond for resurrection has to be worth at least 1,000 gold.
I thought it was 500.
oh 1,000.
Revivify is 300 gold, so it's like a lower level spell.
Fine, 50 diamonds that were worth
You're loaded.
Well,
At
no, no, no.
least
My, it,
20
it,
gold each.
it was a tactic that was like,
you just threw it out.
ask for something. I was like, I'll ask for something that I think is ridiculous.
Revivify is 1,000, not 500 now, huh?
No, Revivify is 300 because it's I think it's like a 3rd level spell.
I guess-
I'll just turn the fan towards I'll just turn the fan towards
It went straight
I'm gonna send Azalea a DM like, hey, are we gonna discuss plans for the heist, or are you doing something else at the
Oh.
manor? 'Cause otherwise I'd go to Caesar.
Now there's 2 different events going on tomorrow. Perhaps 3 if you
There's
include the
3.
parade.
There's the
I-
parade,
Planning
the
on getting all
gala,
3.
and then the heist.
I mean, what other information do you want with Jarlaxle or time in this very particular meeting, a very hard to meet fellow that you guys very arduously took to meet?
Well, there's a lot more to discuss, but it seems like Jarlaxle wants us to complete the the heist before he's willing to discuss anything else.
I don't know.
I mean, what is it that you guys, you know?
Ahead.
Back to you.
Well,
And then that's
my chance. Well,
that's
that's
Alliance is blocked.
We were retailed to discern whether or not he was in fact the
Fame to know about him.
It's true.
that raid is gonna happen. Yes. Was it within 24 hours? Yes, we do. Shit. Tomorrow time.
Hang into it. Right on.
Jim.
Right.
Prep for.
Pieces. Diamonds.
Would be relevant once we have the stone in our possession.
bring it back up. It's resurrection is like a 7th level spell, so that you need the
That's the
1,000.
1,000 one.
Yeah,
Okay, why not? You guys have enough for the big one.
yeah. So we get like one big one.
Okay.
if we all die or if one person dies.
Well, I guess technically.
No,
you
it's
could-
one
technically you could-
resurrection.
We can't even use that spell, so we have to know someone uses the spell. We
But
we can break it down into
we
like
can
smaller pieces to do revivify.
We can afford one resurrection.
Yeah.
So you basically have either, it looks like these 50 diamonds can turn into one for the big one, you know, if you need the big one, or it looks like you can do the small one multiple times.
So to kind of just retcon, when I asked for 50 resurrection diamonds, was it like, oh yeah, of course we got you on that, and then it's like, here's your bag of diamonds.
Well, I think it was just 50 diamonds. If he knew that they were, I need 50 diamonds that are worth 1,000 each, then that would have been a much different, like.
Would he have just been like, no, you're ridiculous? Or is it like,
I think the question at that comes, how much does he value your life versus.
I already assume he's going to kill us instead of paying?
Like, it's all like the
I
old
trust
Once Upon
him.
a
I
Time
just
in
feel
Mexico
like I can trust
mariachi
him
thing.
to do what I would
Of
do.
like, it's like, why are you accepting a payment when you know that I have more money that you could have extorted out of me? And the guy's answer was like, because we can both walk away with this kind of deal. Because we can both walk away.
That's why like my ask is like kind of a big ask during that whole.
Yeah, man, I could have hired half the city with this amount of money.
Yeah, I mean,
So you want to just brute force it with just a black company then?
I mean, you got a favor, I got the cash. I think we can make something work out.
Can I pull out the mace and the defender and be like,
Does
Are these-
anyone want my stuff?
yeah, basically, and for one who collects
Any-
such fine artifacts, are these of any interest to you?
Like
Oh,
when it comes to
yes.
dealing with criminals, it's like
Are we playing?
like the
Oh,
whatever